Nationalism refers to the sense of unity felt by the people who share a common history, language and culture. In the latter half of the 19th century, this feeling of unity turned into extreme pride, which made the people of many countries believe that their country is superior to the other countries. This led to the development of aggressive nationalism in Europe. Aggressive nationalism meant love for one's own country and hatred for other countries. Each nation thought about its own national interests and did not care for the interests of the other nations. For example, France wanted to get back its provinces of Alsace and Lorraine from Germany. Similarly, Italy wanted to get back the territory of Trentino-Trieste from Austria. And Balkan states like Serbia wanted that their fellow nationals, Slavs, who lived in other states should come together to form a greater Balkan state. These countries developed expansionist policies in the name of nationalism. Therefore, military strength became synonymous with national prestige and every country began to increase her military power. This aggressive nationalism also led to the rise of imperialism. Imperialism refers to the state policy or practice by which a powerful nation establishes its control over another country, either by direct territorial acquisition or by gaining political and economic control. Once conquered, this country was claimed as a colony. These colonies were governed and administered by the imperial nation through its representatives or a puppet government. The imperial nations exploited the resources of these colonies for their own economic interest. Colonies provided raw material, cheap labor, agricultural land and trading ports to the imperial nations. By the end of the 19th century, England and France had built up a huge colonial empire in Asia and Africa. British imperialism was focused on maintaining and expanding trade by exploiting the resources of its colonies India, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Egypt, South Africa, Caribbean islands and many parts of Africa. Britain's imperial power was reinforced by her powerful and the world's largest navy. Some other countries of the world like Germany, Italy, Russia, and Japan also wanted to increase their sphere of influence and create their colonies in Asia and Africa. These colonies were essential for their progress as they could provide raw materials for their industries and markets for their finished products. Besides, acquiring colonies would add to the power and prestige of these countries. This led to a clash of interest among these countries. Thus, aggressive nationalism and fierce economic competition filled the atmosphere with fear, apprehension, mutual hatred and international tension. People felt convinced that international problems could only be solved through militarism. Militarism is the idea that a nation should increase the size of their army and military capabilities in order to protect or promote its interests. Militarism was one of the main causes of World War I, which began in 1914 after the assassination of Austrian Archduke Franz Ferdinand.